Hello, welcome. I was just checking on my notes, checking that everything was correct, everything was taken properly. No disrespect to Mr. Cinema. Uh, so I think this is more a video response because he had a great idea, and I was like, well, fix Call of Duty. And he was saying, "Oh well, the perfect Call of Duty and everything," and I would do this, I would do that, and I was like, I agree with some things, but on others, I don't. No disrespect to him, obviously. That's why I took notes and I was checking them again and again because it's important to actually get the information correct. You know, not be like, oh, we just got rumors and that's going to be true and everything. That's why I haven't covered any Modern Warfare 2 leaks because it's not that the leakers don't have the veracity, it's more so anything can change at the like that. And we saw it with the beta when NerosCinema discovered that there was going to be loot boxes through the leveling system. So what ended up happening was they took it out of the leveling system and just redesigned the whole microtransaction thing. So on that part, it was a good thing for um, Call of Duty when Modern Warfare 2019 came out, but it's different now. So let's start with his video. Let's start with the topic that NerosCinema was talking about. The perfect Call of Duty. What would be the perfect Call of Duty? And I was going to mention in his comments, oh, well, I already made a perfect Call of Duty by rewriting Call of Duty Ghosts and everything. But I actually said, oh, okay, no, it's like, no. Let me take notes of what he says. Let me see if I agree or not. And I think that's a way better thing because if I go down the comments, it would be like coming. And I'm like, no. I need to make a video of this, and a stream video because I don't know. I just prefer it like this way, more organic. So let's go for the first thing. His setting is modern, and he said, no, well, it's for us to play with what's happening right now. We can script it and everything. I would say yes, and at the same time, no. I would like it to be a little bit more modern / futuristic. And what do I mean by that? It's like not so much in the future, more so like little. Here's an example. Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was not so far into the future. When that game released, it was 2012, and it was set in 2025. At least 10, somewhat 15 years in the future. 13 years actually. But a little bit into the future, like saying 5 years, 10 years, it from right now, it wouldn't hurt because at least because you're seeing a lot of weapon prototypes right now, and you can assume that those weapon prototypes are adopted by either countries or private militaries. Panoramic system is like if you do your own research, you can do your what if in 5 or 10 years. It's still modern, and with your modern weaponry, just the weapon prototypes that right now are like in stage prototype or being in scale to be ready to be adopted fully. You can put it in like, oh, it's fully adopted and they had modifications for it and everything. Same with gear, communications, politics, what have you. It gives you a little bit more breathing room than making it modern because if you make it modern today, it actually kind of hurts down the line. So, a little bit of more breathing room in that sense of regard. I know that he says it's more breathing room in modern, but if you make it modern / future, just not so far, it actually helps you a lot. I don't know. That's my perspective on the setting of the Call of Duty. Uh, kind of what I did in the rewrite of Ghost. But let's not talk about that game. If you want to watch it, there's a playlist of it of me actually rewriting Ghost, talking about it more so. So he starts by moving to multiplayer. 20 prestiges, master prestige, 1,000 levels. Totally agree on that one. You need to bring it back. I got used to the one that Modern Warfare 2019 introduced. No disrespect on that. Seasonal challenges and everything. Um, it's just so more that when you, I think right now players, well, obviously the ones that we play Call of Duty and everything, but are like the grindy ones. I don't know if they're out of the game because there's no prestige system like before. There's no unique calling card or anything. That might be the thing. And I agree in a sense. Every prestige that you hit, but instead of resetting like in the past, what I would do is that you reach it and your leveling system goes all over again, and no prestige tokens, no nothing. It's almost like you retain your weapon level system. You retain all your weapons, because imagine going for the grind again, 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 and again, of unlocking the weapons, leveling up all the weapons all over again to get the attachments. Hell no. What I prefer for that prestige system, it's more so you get the emblem and you get the calling card, and obviously it has to be unique to that prestige, and it has to be like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 did. You know, on like you can only unlock that calling card through prestige system. You reach prestige 7, you get the prestige 7 calling card, and you'll be like, that guy has been grinding and everything. Same with master. Once you hit master prestige, it's like the master prestige emblem, master prestige calling card. Obviously, when you reach a master prestige level 1,000, is something different. One thing that I actually um, disagree on him, and this is the first one, because he says, uh, bring dark matter, but it doesn't have to be purple. I kind of disagree on this one. I don't want dark matter in multiplayer. What I want, and I think this is why I'm more so inclined to disagree, because every time we have seen gold, diamond, in a sense of way, like a kind of dark matter or platinum camo. I want something different. I want a unique camo. I don't want dark matter. I don't want this purple gooey or just diamond or gold or platinum. Even though the Damascus in Modern Warfare 2019 has to look awesome, I just don't want. It's like, yes, that's a cool variation of it, but what I want is a unique. How to put it? Remember those Black Ops 2 camos that we had on the store that were like kind of animated? You had the lava one that was animated. You had like the dragon one. You had those types of camos. I want them back, but I want them back not on the store. I want them back on the grinding factor. It's like, for example, um, get a I don't know a unique camo that you unlock that it's animated because you completed all the challenges of, let's say, explosive. So that will be the volcanic one. For the one that it's like that looks like Tron, that was in Black Ops 2. Uh, why not get it's like from all the tactical ones or destroying equipment, something like that. You know, instead of dark matter, why not have this unique uh, camos that are animated within themselves to tell you this person has make the grind, you know, for for completing certain challenges or completing all the camo challenges. Um, that would be awesome. That would tell you this guy is a grinder. Instead of going back to the dark matter and diamond, and I understand gold, I understand platinum, but I want something different. I don't want dark matter. I want unique camos that are animated. I don't want that purple gooey, and even he said that it has to be a different color. Yeah, but I don't want that. I want something different, something cool, something cooler. Um, that's where we're disagree. Um, on the matter of a 100%er, yes, there has to be a reward for completing, all the challenges. I would suggest a unique animated calling card, a unique animated emblem, a unique, in that regard, a unique animated camo. What I don't agree is unlocking a unique operator because many people, here's the thing, many COD players sometimes don't complete all the challenges. And even if you complete all the challenges, uh, it's like they want how to put it, they want to showcase it, you know? And sometimes it's calling card, emblem, or a unique camo on their guns. Unique operator, I feel like it's far fetched reaching, and I don't think it would be reasonable. What I would do actually is that I would unlock a unique skin for all the operators. You know, something that it's representing that you have finished all the challenges of the game. Kind of like, let's put it this way, have like an obsidian camo for the operators, an obsidian skin type of thing. Or it has to be unique theme to the game more so, a unique skin theme about the game. So for example, if it is let's say ghosts, the skin that they have is going to be like everything they have of the character, clothing and gear is going to be black, but it's going to have the ghost emblem, the patch, the mags have it on their armor plate, in their helmet, uh, the lines, if they have like, this reflective lights thingy, and instead of being yellow, it's like white, things like that, that theme. For Modern Warfare, it would be like the Modern Warfare logo, either blue or green. You see what I'm getting at? So on that regard, it's preferable a unique skin instead of a unique operator, because unique operator, from why you would need to create a backstory of why he just appears when you're 100%er for the story, because you got to remember that uh, Modern Warfare 2019 linked the story of the operators of multiplayer to the campaign, so that you can get familiarized with them in Spec Ops also, and then also Warzone carry out the story. So in that regard, you gotta understand, it's not like in the past that, oh, it's just random generated and everything. It's like, no, now it's different. Now it's campaign related. So a unique operator that appears at 100% is like, why, where, when? We a lot of questions pop out. So in that regard, no. Unique operator, no. Unique skin for all the operators, yes. And it has to be theme wise to the Call of Duty that it is. Um, quick one. Another. I think we agree on the 16 maps, the 10 operators, 5 on each faction. The one thing that I disagree with him, because he was saying about it, leveling out the operators. I think I touched this on a few streams, and I disagree. Leveling up operators, it's the how to put it. I just don't. Just no leveling up operators because it's another grind, and it's different. And for leveling up an operator, it's like no, I want to unlock stuff. You know, certain skins that it has, make it a challenge, but make it unique. Like I said, with the operators returning to Modern Warfare 2, and for the rewrite, and for other Call of Duties. I don't want my operators to have a leveling system. I want my operators to tell me their story through challenges. What we had in 2019, and in a certain way, what we had in Cold War. Your operators have a backstory, they have a bio and everything. The way that they express themselves is through their skins, then why not make challenges fitted for their type of story to actually get those skins unlocked? For example, let's put D-Day. He's a Texan, you know. So marksmen and assault rifles, because he was also an Army Ranger, make challenges like certain amount of headshots with certain assault rifle, or with certain marksmen, uh, with certain attachments. You know, it's like the Mark II with certain type of attachments in order to unlock this skin. You know, a certain amount of kills with it. Same with the M4A1, certain attachments in order for you to unlock this skin, and so forth. You know, grenades, the frags, stuns, flash, like that. Charlie, certain amount of SMG kills. You know, like MP5 or something like that, with certain amount of attachments and certain perks. You know, also the perks you can like get a certain number of kills with by using certain perks to unlock either the calling card, either the emblem, things like that. And then within the factions, you know, the coalition, like you want to unlock the Demon Dogs calling card or emblem, you gotta complete all the challenges of these operators within those sub, because there's sub factions. In that kind of way, it's actually better because it tells you the whole story of the operators individually within their sub faction, and then the whole thing, you know, about their faction. That's a perfect way to actually tell a better story than just leveling up your operator like Vanguard just did, because it's just stupid, and it's yeah. So let's just put it that way. It's just stupid leveling up the operator. Just do the challenges. Obviously, not hard challenges, but reasonable challenges. Then he talks about pro perks. Pro perks were good by the time Modern Warfare 2 introduced them. It continued to Black Ops. It continued to Modern Warfare 3. And then poof, they disappeared. Now, why is that? And it's not because of the challenges that he was referring to, you know, the one of the challenges of Black Ops 1. It was more so the fact of they were not balanced properly, the pro perks. And you could see the difference. And each time you reset your level by prestiging, you had to do the challenges again. It was a grind. Again, again, again. And sometimes it was unnecessary. What ends up happening? They just poof disappear. Create a better perk system because it's not necessary. So I think the perk system, as if it is right now, it's good. You know, what I think you can do, instead of bringing perks within the battle pass in future seasons, just make the perfect balance of perks. Tier 1 perks, Tier 2 perks, or Tier 3. Or return to the system that Ghost implemented that is actually pretty much better. Just make it separate. You had a certain number of points in order for you to spend it through certain perks. certain perks cost a certain amount of points, so you can have like 8 perks that have 1 point, but their impact on the game is so little that individually, that when all combined is like, oh, okay, it makes you, a decent player. Same with if you grab 4 perks of tier 2, well, not tier 2, but cost you 2 points, and so on and so forth. I think that system could actually be well implemented. You have the same perks, you can have them divided, or you can have them meshed together. So, in that regard, you can actually, it's just more so proper balancing the perks on that regard. You don't need pro perks, because pro perks, what? Your pro perks existed because you didn't have the proper gunsmith, and the gunsmith actually was taking over some of the perks, so pro perks just started to disappear on it. Now, he talks about the kill streaks, and I think I know why. I haven't played Vanguard, but the way that he was describing it seems that Vanguard just broke the system. First of all, if you're gonna go kill streaks, go kill streaks. But if you're going that route, I suggest go the Modern Warfare 3 route in specialist, support, and assault, and remove from the support the stealth bomber. If you're going Modern Warfare 3, just remove it. If you're going to go kill streak, that setup is perfect because you have the guy that goes with the perks for every kill he gets. You got the guy that wants more kills with the assault one, and then you have the support one for supporting your team. Either the armor plates, either ammo, either I don't know, like the SAM turrets that were like a later kill streak, the EMP, advanced UAV, you could say, things of that nature. Kill streaks that support your team on that regard. And if you're going point streak, the way that I actually like, it's better if you make it like, if you're on objective game modes, let's say you are in domination, you capture a flag, it gives you a point and a half. But every kill gets you half a kill. So you capture a flag, you kill 2 guys, you got 2.5 points, or you kill 3 guys and get 3 points, and then you can call your UAV or your personal radar in that regard. But I would prefer more so go back to the UAV instead of costing 4 kills, 3 kills. That would be it. Obviously, with Hardline, it would be 2 kills, but at least it helps, a little bit faster. One of the things that I do agree with him about the maps, going a little bit back, it's 16 maps. But here's the thing. Most developers are going to tell you that 16 maps is what it's going to launch. But most of those maps are going to be for 6v6, but you have now modes of 10v10, you have ground war, and then you have the gunfight ones. Here's what I prefer. I prefer 10 maps for 6v6. That's 10. I prefer 5 maps dedicated for 10v10. That's 15. For the gunfight ones, I want 5. That's 20. And for ground war, we got to start with 2. But instead of making them like what they are right now, I want it a little bit bigger. And I also want it to have 50v50, because we have seen in the Caldera Clash, Verdansk Clash, that 50v50 is possible. But here's the thing: instead of 400 or 450 top score and be like uh, a combination of team deathmatch domination and getting care packages, here's the thing that I want. If I won 50 v 50 in Ground War, it has to have the team deathmatch, 400 kills, or yeah, 400 kills. If I'm going with Ground War, I want team deathmatch and I want domination on it. You know, it's like what we have right now: dominate and get to a certain point. And if you get all 5 points, you have to hold them for a certain amount of time or for them to activate the nuke, and then you win. Team deathmatch, domination, and here's the interesting one: I want a demolition type of Ground War. What do I mean by this? Because I was thinking about it. Demolition, as we all remember, in Modern Warfare 2 was you had two objectives, and each team of 6 has to plant a bomb. The first team that destroys the two objectives wins the game. If it's 1-1, then it's a third objective that appears, and then the team that gets it is the team that actually wins the game. I want that type of madness, as you can say, but more so instead of 2, because of the scale 50v50, it has to be 10 objectives. But when you start the match, you don't know where those objectives are. That's the thing. And you can have people like camping in a certain, but it's going to be more fun if it's like you start shooting each other and then it's like, oh, a care package drops, and that's the objective that you have to capture and destroy. Why capture and destroy? Care package falls, like a big box, and you have to secure the zone. You have to plant the bomb, and then you have to protect the bomb in order for it to detonate. And boom, that's one, and 1 point. And then the other one, the first one to actually reach 10 points, because that's going to keep the game progressing because of the kills and everything. And it's going to be almost like a XP farm in that regard for a lot of players, and to get this certain amount of kills and everything. But still, it would be, how to put it, it's the madness that you need because it's Ground War in a sense of way. So in that regard, I would prefer that game mode, within it. And that's one of the things that he doesn't touch in multiplayer, is that for the same game modes that you have for 6v6, have them for 10v10, and in Ground War, have it separate and have you choose. You want team deathmatch, you want domination, or you want demolition. And that's one of the things, that points that we need to talk about. Also on the overarching thing of his perfect Call of Duty. Which studio is going to manage all of this? And by this, him saying about zombies, dark matter, it's more so that he's leaning towards Treyarch than towards Infinity Ward. And I lean more towards Infinity Ward than to Treyarch. So in that regard, I think that he wants Treyarch instead of Infinity Ward to actually manage this Call of Duty. So let's go back to his list. He touches two things that I think that are important. The HQ from World War II, where you had like the HQ of France and everything. I feel that it's good enough, but at the same time, no. I think, let's not bring it back like quite as it was in World War II, the HQ. I think you can have modifications more so. I think it's better if you had like, how to put it, you have an armory where you go with your character instead of third person, you go first person, and you have the armory. You have the armory there, and you can adjust your classes. From the armory, you have almost immediately a gun range, but instead of the firing range of fuel on the board and firing to targets, it's almost like the gun course of Modern Warfare 2 or the Modern Warfare 2019 ones that you have. That's ones that would prefer because it actually lets you know if your class is good enough for the things that are actually there. That's something to think about, you know. On the other hand, for the skins, it's almost like you have uh, the gun course, the armory, and then like a little bit like you have this. Um, you have your locker with all your clothes, so you have your once you access it, you see your character with all its outfits, and you can see the outfits that are locked, and then they tell you like unlock through a certain challenge, and that would be awesome, you know. But one thing that I would want to bring back from Ghost that actually did correct was I'll, you can unlock that outfit, but I want customization of not also Ghost. Advanced Warfare actually did a little bit better. The outfit I want to change what hair gear he wears, how his face looks, gloves, boots, the whole clothing. You can add the back pad, you can add the armor vest on it, and that would be awesome. You know, that would be an awesome way to actually customize your own operator through challenges and getting the gear. You know, unlock D-Day gloves or uh, Portnova's hairstyle, like something different. You know, long hair, short hair. I don't know. I think she would hate bald, but still. Um, that way, the HQ doesn't feel World War II like of what was lacking. It feels more so unique theme to the modern slash futuristic setting of it. Um, One thing that I agree is the free battle pass. But here's going to come the issue with I don't think it's going to be entirely Activision managing Call of Duty's past Modern Warfare 2. It's going to be Microsoft. You got to remember, Bobby Kotick is going out in 2023, so he's out. And the new direction is going to be from Microsoft. And Microsoft is going to change a lot of stuff, and we don't know if it is going to be for good or for bad. Free Battle Pass, yes. No monetization. You don't have to buy the premium to unlock shit. That's all good. Progression, if you want to spend money to actually progress faster, that's on you. That I can totally agree on. One thing that I don't agree on that thing is within the battle pass, I don't want new perks. I don't want new kill streaks on it. Why? Because it makes the game unbalanced enough. If you're introducing new perks and new kill streaks, and here's the thing that many people don't understand. Vanguard did that because the game was incomplete. And they had to pour all that thing some way, somehow. How is the way? The battle pass. Buy the premium battle pass and get the kill streaks and the perks. Well, obviously you get them for free if you don't buy the battle pass, but still, they had to introduce all that stuff through the battle pass because the game was incomplete. And it's not like, oh, we're thinking about this, and we are just gonna add. No. That was part of the game. They couldn't finish it. They had to introduce it somewhere else. So I don't want kill streaks nor perks in my free battle pass. I don't want that. The weapons, they are cool because they're DLC weapons, and we got them first with Black Ops 2 and onwards. I don't want them on my fucking yeah. On that regard, yeah. Killstreaks skins. He said that added have them on the battle pass system. Uh, I disagree. Here's the thing with Killstreaks. I want them to have those skins, like Woodland, Arctic, and everything. But I want them based on their uses. Call in a certain number of VTOLs to get the Woodland skin for the VTOL. Call in two VTOLs in one match, or three in one match in order for you to unlock this skin. Make it through challenges, not within the battle pass. Why? Because then the filler that you were saying, Mr. NerosCinema, becomes more filler of that type. Use less camos that don't make sense about the game. One thing that I totally disagree with him. He was speaking about the currency within the game. Not referring to COD points, but he was more so referring to COD dollars that we had in Black Ops 1. No. No, because it's going to make a total mess of players not paying attention. You got to remember that around 65-70% of COD players are just casuals. The COD system points that we have right now is a certain type of currency that they're familiar with right now. You add that with the COD currency that we had in Black Ops 1, it's going to be a mess because they're going to think, oh, I have a certain amount of COD points to buy a certain, bundle and everything, and they realize they don't have the cash for it. And then they have to buy and everything. It's going to be like, well, why I cannot use these COD dollars that I have in the game for COD points, and the system is not interchangeable because of it, and it's going to be a complete mess. I can just see how messy it's going to be because kids and people that are at work that don't have time to play COD like us, it's going to be disastrous. So I would say a big no to that because it's going to create a big amount of confusion. And it's going to lead to a lot of problems that COD is trying to figure out how to move forward. So within game currency, just no. Just stay out of it. It's going to create a lot of confusion of it. Campaign wise, I understand that Mr. Cinema doesn't play a lot of the campaign. He's not a campaign guy. 4 to 6 hours. No, 4 to 8 hours campaign. Yeah, but make it more interesting. I think one of the best campaigns that we have ever had. Modern wise, it's obviously Modern Warfare 2019. Because of the screw up of Sledgehammers, a lot of wasted potential with the one of Cold War, and we all know the fuck up that Vanguard is. So, yeah. Finish the campaign to unlock a character from the game. Yes. Kinda. Here's the thing that I want. Unlock the character from the campaign. Let's say it's a another Modern Warfare reboot. Or unlock Price, yes, and you unlock him with just one outfit. But when you unlock him and you see the other two outfits, hard level, veteran, you can see the outfits, but you can see the challenges. It's like complete the campaign and hard to unlock this skin or set of clothes, actually, set of gear. Complete the campaign on veteran to unlock this certain gear. And you're like, oh, okay. I want them to see that they have to achieve the completion of the campaign at a certain level to unlock the other skins. Because if they unlock the character and they don't realize that they have the other skins, uh, for it to grind on the campaign, then they won't actual. They will see other characters that has like, oh, how do you got that skin? Why it didn't came with me? It's like, oh, well, I had to finish the campaign on Harden or on Veteran. It's like, oh, but it doesn't say over here that I have to complete that challenge. So I want them to actually showcase. I'm in total agreement with the point, but it's more so fixing it a little bit. Have it that you have the to see the challenge, and then complete it, and then you have it for there. The third game mode. He was speaking about zombies, and I'm gonna go Angry Joe show here. I don't want another zombie game in Call of Duty. Why? I want something different. Spec Ops, what's something different that they try to Modern Warfare 2 as a counter in a certain way the zombies. Survival was a good introduction, Modern Warfare 3. But I think I felt like a noob when I started playing Extinction. When I started playing Extinction, it was something different, something unique, something not explored, yet it came with so many possibilities. I want a game mode that it's reflective of something new. It could be not so much the challenges of Spec Ops, those Spec Ops missions that you had in Modern Warfare 2019 that were broken, but it was a good trend to the right direction in order to explore a little bit, operators and the way that they behave with each other. But I just want a third game mode that is different from zombies and a unique spin uh, for Spec Ops. Extinction was in a certain way the right way to go, but you needed more at the time. You needed not just one map to be somewhat repetitive. I think what you needed is more so give us the exploration type instead of just destroying the hives and the hive wall. Uh, to letting us explore at least a little bit more of the town and getting intel of what these things are. Like instead of destroying hives, try to capture a hunter or a scout or try to scan the seekers, some type of thing. Easter eggs and everything, like information, because you're exploring a town that was ravaged by an unknown creature instead of just killing them, destroying the hives because you don't have the drill. Something unique, something different, something that lets us explore a whole universe. Because if you do that, you can plant Easter eggs of certain horror films that are theme wise about it, and it can actually help. So, on that regard, I think the third game mode has to be that. It has to be something different, something away from zombies, because zombies right now, the community is not the community of zombies. It's just done because Vanguard destroyed zombies. Treyarch, on their attempt to continue with the momentum that they had in Cold War, just wasn't enough. Not enough time. Activision and its pressures and everything. So I think separating themselves from zombies, getting the rest of zombies, getting something new, something uh, different, but it works. It would actually help more for the COD community than just, oh, the third game mode is zombies. It's like, no, something different. But hey, so yeah, these are my thoughts on what he touched. I kind of agree with some of them. I made pointers of how it could be a little bit modified for my own taste. The things that I didn't agree, I stated why. Uh, I gave a solution on it. So, on that regards, I think we're finished. Oh, tomorrow we're gonna have a unique stream. It's not Call of Duty related, but it's related to gaming. One of my one of the best villains that I believe that it's on gaming history that uh it was sadly touched on the end of a cycle of a certain type of video game. But now I think it's relevant because we're starting to see not only in video games but also on movies and TV series the redundancy of bad guys. And I think this one they have to bring this type of bad guys back because if they do, holy shit, everybody's gonna shit their pants. Just one thing ahead of the stream that it is tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central. This type of villain is scarier than Darth Vader, is scarier than the Reapers from Mass Effect. Hell, it's even scarier from Thanos and the fucking multiverse thing. So, and you'll understand why in the next tomorrow, actually. So until then, stay safe, take care of yourself and your loved ones, and remember, big trust.